On the 14th of February 2005, a very special domain name was registered. I'm talking about www.youtube.com. Yes, YouTube is turning 15 years old. In this video, I want to take a look at how YouTube started, how it became the platform we all know today, and what lies in the future of YouTube. Hello and welcome to the tubics YouTube channel. I'm Jan Fassbender from Jawed YouTube, and with over 2 billion monthly active users, over 80 languages and over 1 billion hours of videos watched every day, YouTube is one of the biggest platforms on the internet. But the history of YouTube didn't start as you might think. It all started with 3 employees of PayPal: Chad Hurley, Steve Chen and Jawed Karim. Originally, they set out to start a dating platform called TuneIn Hookup. The idea of the website was that you could upload videos about yourself to find dates. But this didn't turn out as they intended, and even though they paid girls to be on the website, it didn't get the traction they wanted. So they changed the concept of the website into a general video hosting platform and called it YouTube. The first video was uploaded on the 23rd of April 2005 and is titled "Me at the Zoo." This video was a very simple video they used for testing and showed co-founder Jawed Karim at the San Diego Zoo. In this first year, 2005, some of the major features we still know today were implemented. First of all, of course, video uploading and video hosting, but also the playlists, the full screen view and subscriptions. And some of you might remember it, the 5-star rating system that YouTube had in the early days. And in September 2005, one of the first milestones was broken as a video reached 1 million views. It was actually an ad of Nike's featuring Ronaldinho. On the 15th of December 2005, YouTube officially launched out of beta, and it grew a lot in the following year. In summer of 2006, YouTube was already one of the fastest growing sites on the World Wide Web, with more than 65,000 videos uploaded and more than 20 million monthly visitors. This is how YouTube looked back in these days. And on the 9th of October 2006, one big change happened, as YouTube was bought by Google for $1.65 billion. And from there on, YouTube grew a lot. One of the big changes was the introduction of the YouTube Partner Program in May 2007 and the first ads in August 2007. This meant that YouTubers could now earn money creating YouTube videos. And while YouTube grew, new features were introduced, like the local language support in 2007 or 480p videos in 2008. And in 2009, 720p videos, and later in 2009, 180p videos were already introduced. And in 2010, they already introduced 4K videos. But apart from the resolution, there were also other changes made to YouTube. For example, the switch to the thumbs up and thumbs down rating system in 2010. And also in 2010, YouTube started renting out movies on their website. 2011 saw the introduction of live streams, and also the view page changed to a very similar layout as we know it today. And also in 2011, YouTube Analytics were introduced to the website. In 2013, a big change took place that I still remember very vividly. They introduced the new YouTube channels. Before, YouTube channels looked like this, and you could individualize a lot on these channels, but they wanted a clearer and cleaner layout for their YouTube channels. So they changed to this layout that is very similar to the one we know today. You have your big YouTube channel image on the top that changes depending on if you're on a TV, on a computer or on a smartphone. Also in 2013, one of the most significant changes to the YouTube algorithm took place. They changed from clicks as their key main metric to watch time, because they were having trouble with a lot of clickbait videos that got a lot of clicks but were just bad content. So they started taking the view duration of the viewer into consideration. In 2017, YouTube got another major remake as they remade all of the front end of YouTube and introduced the new YouTube logo. Also, they started working on the new YouTube Studio. It was in beta then, but now 2020 it's rolling out to everyone and is getting the new standard. But there weren't only technical changes to the platform, but also the culture on YouTube changed a lot. You probably remember YouTube's theme, broadcast yourself, and that was very true in the beginning. There were a lot of people making videos about themselves, but this has changed a lot. Nowadays YouTube has become a lot more professional. As YouTubers got bigger and bigger and more professional, and also media companies and brands started creating YouTube videos. And of course, YouTube's journey wasn't all fun and games. There were some major issues along the way. One of the big problems is the balance that YouTube needs to create between the three big parties that are interacting on YouTube. First of all, you have your viewers that want the best quality content, that want the least advertising possible. And of course, you also have the YouTubers. They create the content and need to be happy to create good content, but they want to earn money doing that. And for them to earn money, you need the advertisers who advertise on YouTube. But of course, they want the most people possible to see their ads for the least money. Otherwise, they will go to another website. So this is a tricky balance to keep in place so everyone's happy. And so some major issues arise along the way. One of the main ones was the so-called YouTube adpocalypse that took place in early 2017. Because YouTube's filter weren't good enough, ads were shown in front of videos that the advertisers didn't want their ads to be shown on. For example, extremist content. So they started to boycott YouTube and started pulling all of their ads off YouTube. So YouTube tried to escalate the situation as quick as possible to keep those advertisers on the platform and keep the system running. So they removed ads from a lot of videos. But this ended in a big outcry among YouTubers who saw their livelihood threatened by not being able to monetize on their videos. And multiple problems like this arose during the years when this very delicate balance got out of balance. But today we want to celebrate and look on the bright sides of YouTube, as it's YouTube's 15th birthday. And YouTube did change the world a lot. It changed how we view media. It changed how we create media, and it changed how information spreads among the world. But what lies in the future of YouTube? Nobody really knows. There are a lot of interesting changes going on YouTube, like the introduction of more monetization features apart from video ads. Also, YouTube is introducing more and more social media feature to make the website more about the interaction. But what you can definitely say is that YouTube is getting more and more competitive and that you need to stand out to be seen on the website. And this is where optimization comes into place and where tubics wants to help you with this channel. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to this channel. And if you want to learn more about the changes coming up in 2020, click on this video. But that's it for today. Happy birthday, YouTube. Bye, your Jan.